Okay, now I need to remember how to do this though.
Out of the way! I'll keep watch.
Okay.
This isn't the way to the capital.
Oh yeah, right, I forgot about that. My wizard or my sorcerer lady is called the same as one of the main main lore characters in my Dungeons and Dragons campaign. Schmuck. Nice. This is so bright. It almost feels like I'm getting sunburned now. It's so bright compared to Mortal Shell. How far does this go again? Like here? Okay. And it runs so smooth too. Because this is a much older game, of course. Yeah, Shadow Hearts, I remember, it is a series that's like been on my mind ever since you mentioned Shadow Hearts back when I played Kodelka like 2 years ago or so. So I've been trying to like semi get my hands on those games since that time. And I've got my hands on the first one now. Sick 'em, boys. So we are going to play that at some point. And I think I can get my hands on the 2 other ones as well. It's just that Kodelka was something that interested me so much that I would like to play through. Because from what I understand, it's a trilogy on PlayStation 2 as well. So I'm going to try to get my hands on the entire trilogy, that we can play through all 3 games. There's a Chimera down here somewhere, should be, if I remember correctly.
Sick 'em, boys.
Sick 'em, boys. Can't remember how I do things in this game. How do I use abilities again? Oh yeah, I was so used to the controls before that I don't have the control scheme down in the right hand corner anymore. Okay. I know how it is now. It's L1, no R1. Then the dedicated button. I'm wondering what they will do to the story of this game in the Netflix series. Should be interesting to see. I remember hating these people. Stop it. Is my armor supposed to look this unfancy? Nothing. 5 out of 10. I think if they just stay true, somewhat true, to the story of this game, like that it revolves around sort of the same thing, I think I would be down. Even though I never felt like the story is what attracts me to this game, because the story is sort of bland. There's always been the gameplay. Like the epic fights against the big creatures, climbing around on their back and blah blah blah, and all the freedom that you have during battles here, where everything in RPGs are usually revolved around time slots, aiming like on the enemy itself, blah blah blah. Yeah, of course, yeah. This game has so much freedom when it comes to the combat. Although, of course, that's not highlighted very well during fights with, like, bland enemies. Whoa! Ooh, nice. Shit, come on. Is the sound level okay, by the way? I haven't seen the bars, so I don't know. Seems okay. I cannot move!
Target the Arisen online. I hear your
There
rules.
was a Dragon's Dogma online game that had this type of combat against like the huge creatures and stuff, and there were raids and everything, so there was like 12 to 14 players climbing around on like a gigantic creature that took to the sky, and it started like flailing around trying to throw you off, so you had to like hold on for dear life, because if you fell off, of course you would die from falling damage and all that sort of jazz. But for some reason they didn't release the game in the West, which is a shame, because I think that game could have been like super duper cool.
Let's be doubly sure of which will see us to our destination.
Here. What could it be meant to defend? I sense something nearby. A bird, perhaps. Or bigger. This fort was built by
Let's speak with he who leads
I
this
reckon
band.
it's worth investigating.
The fuck? Hello.
So, the celebrated Arisen is we've
Whoops.
not give to the notes.
I forgot
With your
that.
tuition.
Accept his request.
The band of thieves, well, beautiful each in her way. Shame they haven't a scrap. I've no will of their own. It grieves me to know the world thinks that. The traitor who lived his, if he'll not take ownership of his decisions in this life.
Can I just kill them? Oh, he's around here somewhere. Valmiro. That is a quest that I never did, I believe, in my original playthrough. Feels so weird playing a game. I know that you see it in 30, but on my screen it runs in 60. So weird playing a game that runs in 60.
Unnecessary combat.
Oh, nice. Since I've been playing Mortal Shell now for the past 4 streams. Is he down here?
Pray, do not provoke them, Arisen. Let's first find their leader.
Fuck it. Let's... No honor. The bandit leader of the two tasks vanquish rival thieves to the west or dispose the deserter from their gang. A deserter. Can do that, but where the fuck is he? For this game or for Mortal Shell? You were thinking about Mortal Shell, right? Forest tunic. It's so much better. Yeah, Mortal Shell, yeah. Yeah, like I said, I think I can agree on that. Like a 5 out of 10 for me, or a 6 out of 10. Somewhere around that area. If I'm supposed to give it scores. I usually don't like doing that, but...
Mind your steps, Master. This fort holds many twists and turns.
I know that there's a chest up here somewhere, I believe. Nice. Oh, it's his grimoire. I couldn't remember that. Nice, we're done that now too. Let's try to find this deserter, shall we? Let's see on the map. Wait, what the? The deserter is here. Really? So if I like put the port crystal here.
Let's be doubly sure of which
This is not the fortress, right? No. Use.
will see us to our
Poof.
destination.
This game has sort of a weird fast travel system.
The life of a salesman surely has its
What's this guy?
Why not?
Maul spoke of me. They know me for a traitor. I'd little doubt they would. Maul took me in as a boy. Said he saw promise in me. And here I've given him naught for all he's done. Just up and left. Left thieving now too. You're the Arisen, sir. Mayhap you would know best. What ought I do?
Leave the village and run far away.
I see. 'Tis a sensible course of action. If Maul has not forgiven me, he's like to send his men. It would not do to have others here harmed. I shall consider your words, sir. I still cannot decide, no matter how long I think of it.
Okay.
I
need to do this then.
It is the proper thing to do. I cannot run from the oaths I've sworn. I shall return as you say. Like as not, I shall walk to my death. But at least I shall die a man. I thank you, sir. Farewell.
I feel more familiar.
I've learned what to do in this quest. Wolfpack!
Oh?
The road splits here. Let's be doubly sure.
Let's see what he
this
says
will
now.
see us to our destination.
Sorry.
Nearby. A bird, perhaps.
There he is. Hello.
I must say, I am well surprised to see our traitor Ailes resolved so. He is here. Pike has come back. Our law has ever held death for oath breakers. Knowing that, he still came back. Said his life was ours to take in recompense for his betrayal. He left us to thieve alone, then became some innkeep's pet when he failed even at that. He was a weakling, adrift on fortune's tide. But now, after meeting you, he returned. He made his choice, proved the strength of his will. I thought it only fitting to reward such growth. So I've decided to forgive his transgression for now.
Nice.
'Tis a stay of execution. You have proven your will, Arisen. In return, I grant you freedom. You're an equal among us now. The freedom to follow your own will where it takes you is a precious thing indeed. Here, bring this whene'er you wish to pass. I shall see you are granted free transit.
Nice.
I've learned what to do in this quest.
I don't think I've done that quest before. I think always when it comes to that quest, when I play the game, it's like something that I never like completed for whatever reason. Okay, so before we leave this area, let me try. Wait, we were supposed to find Valmiro too, weren't we? Shit. Track down. Headed to the Witchwood. So he's in the Witchwood, but why does the map like point me here when he's here? Let's go into the Witchwood then. For me, this is not a 6 out of 10 game. This is hands down one of the best RPGs that I've ever played.
Neck and head.
And it's not because of the story, it's not because of the like things that you would expect me to like in an RPG, like the story and blah blah blah, all that sort of jazz. It's because how interactive and natural and freedom like the
I've lost count.
combat and stuff feels.
Just this one.
The gameplay of this game is super nice.
Please, God.
Oh boy, this guy. This guy.
1,000 apologies, Scott. Somehow you always end
Like the
up
lip
bearing my
syncing is janky. Some of the technical aspects is super janky, but this is still one of my favorite games of all time.
Stores were heavy. The monster was quick of foot. And I lacked the everyday sense to avoid such a mess in the first place. In the future, I shall confine my explorations to the village proper. These wanderings of mine lead only to trouble. Straight away to home, and no delay. You have my word on this.
Who's going back this time around? Okay. Wait, track down? He said...
Even he cannot be so reckless as to further put himself in harm's way. Let's tell Merrin.
Did he fuck himself again? He said that he was going straight home. Jesus fuck.
Such a lonely place.
Head back to the village. Okay. Nice. Now done another quest that I didn't think I've done before.
Are you certain we ought to enter someone's home unbidden?
Yeah.
Pleased to see Valmiro about, and none the worse for wear, it would seem. He's a wandering spirit. I know it pains him to cause worry, but he can't manage otherwise. In any case, cousin, you have my thanks.
I feel more familiar with this quest.
Nice.
I've gained quest knowledge.
Okay, so what are we supposed to do now? 10 kill. Huh? Maybe we should go back to... Yeah, that dude. Deliver... That's in the main city. Swoosh.
Let's return to Stefan. Tis a port crystal, master.
Hello, sir. I have your book.
Some weapons.
Son of Yes. My
Do I have any more quests now? I don't think so. What is this? Okay, I think I know what I'm supposed to do.
It will be my honor to show you the ready charges for the worm hunt. The choice is yours.
Yeah, here the Duke's directive.
This
Yeah.
is a high honor, Arisen. See, you do not take it lightly. Here are the details. Wondrous tidings, Arisen. The Duke is... His Grace wishes to commend you for your... Knowing you are quite certain. No tasks left incomplete. No need for the license to the hunt.
I think we've done everything. Yeah.
Understood. A guide...
Visit Duke. Nice. Can I run for an infinite amount of time here too? Yeah. Where's the Princess Rue? This game has some like weird mechanic where towards the end the dragon captures someone that like is supposed to be dear to your heart, but it seems to be dependent on who you have done the most amount of quests for. So it always ends up being the Maximilian dude. The dude that you just saw. Which I've always felt like is so weird.
Tonight the fisher knight leaves the humble shores of home for the heady depths of Cart. Pray, let this token from humble Festi garner favour with the leviathans within. Oh, tut, no time for thanks, friend. The Duke awaits. Sail on, dear knight, sail on.
Reminds me of the freaky dude from Zelda. The Cluring guy. Oh shit, sorry. Had this stupid thing on our head. I'm letting the cutscene play, but I'm not paying too much attention.
Your crown outshines my own.
Because I've seen this a bunch of times before.
By my command, every road in Grancis shall be open to you henceforth, as a member of the world. Hunt.
Member of the Wormhunt,
May
yeah.
your efforts help deliver us from the shadow of the dragon. As long as that damnable beast draws breath, I'll fain accept any help on offer. All right.
See to the royal orders.
All through my reign, I foresaw the and pray. Carry on in your endeavors for the duchy, Arisen.
Do you want a fish?
I am glad of it.
Gave him a fish. Hello.
Arisen, I would speak with you. Privately. This is not the place. 'Tis a conversation best had after dark. Meet me in the courtyard by night.
Game is so quiet. Where do Mortal Shell, even though that game is quite quiet as well. I like that I just step in here, not giving a fuck. Mine now. That was like the Duke's room. Nice. Need as many of those as we can get for Bitter Black Island. Bitter Black Island is going to be a bitch. Ancient scrolls, blank scrolls. Bitter Black Island is something that I've had luck with because of the class that I was. Magic seems to be very useful in that area. And since we're physical this time around, it should be interesting. Because the plan is to like slowly make our way over there too and do that thing as well. Like Bitter Black Island. You need to complete.
You'll go no further.
Okay, sorry. You need to complete the place twice to get the true boss in that area. Oh yeah, true. I need to raise the level of volume in my headset. During the next break. Not that long until we take the next break. This is usually the other person that can be your like love interest.
Apologies, dear warrior. But to see a face austere as the castle walls adorned with this. Still, 'tis more agreeable than the endlessly dour air of most of my husband's sawn swords. Valor dwells in the heart, after all. The brave ought not need their raiment to speak for their mettle, no? Hail, dear warrior of... I fear... Arisen? I had thought all who...
Oh, thank Christ. I did not mean to do that. Well, we're leaving. They want us to come back here after dark.
By decree of the Duke, you are to be allowed free passage into the castle.
Nice.
This right extends only to your person, and you are advised to comport yourself fittingly. A grievous breach in conduct will see you removed from the castle, or worse. You will take your orders from the Duke's Chamberlain, Aldous. Speak to him for further instruction. May the Maker see you on to further glory, sir.
How fared your audience with His Grace, Arisen? Aldous Ludric Sorn at your service, sir. I serve as a Chamberlain in the Duke's court. As you may have seen for yourself, it seems His Grace is unwell. In truth, there is worry enough to make any man's head ache. But I fear he ails of worse than worry. Perhaps I ought not speak further on the matter, for my own well-being. I am charged with assigning royal orders.
Does it still say Immortal Shell? I've updated the title. Hello and welcome back, by the way, Demi.
Whenever circumstances allow you to take on assignment. The future of this war is murky, sir. May your efforts help to bring its end into sight.
Oh, you haven't refreshed, that's why. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, because on my end it says melee character Dragon's Dogma Part 6. It says now. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, we completed.
Your jests have gone too far, sir. Criminals are punished. 'Tis the law.
That was a bummer. It's because I hit the princess on accident. So now we get a whole bunch of new quests.
Busy as you are with the royal orders, but there is aught I would speak of with you. It is a cause of skeletons elsewhere. I cannot still.
Skeletons. Investigate the secret meeting. Rise of the Fallen. We can do that. Do that first. Beyond map. I thought the secret meeting was here.
This must be where salvation meets. It seems queer to hold a secret meeting in daylight.
You need to wait until nightfall. Wait, what?
Here now, a warrior such as yourself seeks always finer weapons, yeah? If you aid me in a small matter, you shall have access to weapons both fearsome and powerful. What do you say? Excellent.
Yes.
So, have you heard tell of the master weaponsmith in these parts? His talent is without measure, but
Can't
he's
remember this.
stubborn as a plough beast and sells only to a chosen circle of clients. To such patrons, he gifts an idol to make his favour known. I must gain such an icon and access to his wares no matter what the cost. It's often been said you possess a talent for discovery. Secure me a figurine, and I shall provide weapons the likes of which you have never dreamed. What say you? Will you help? The master works all.
I will.
Can't go wrong.
Aye, they say she understands worm speak.
I hear no. Have your pick. Any of that? What will it be today?
Nightfall.
Understood.
We've been live for 2 hours and 51 minutes though, so that means that the next break is coming up right now, which makes it so that I'm going to take a quick break, like 2 to 4 minutes. Then
now he gathers men for a search party.
wait, what the fuck? Hello?
Aye,
Others claim whatever. Speak.
Then we'll continue with what we're doing here. I'm going to try to like put to fluer i en smekk, as we call it in Norwegian. 2 birds with 1 stone. Of trying to do both of the quests that we need to do during a nightfall. This night. Because if I remember correctly, when I head out to the secret meeting now, I get like a clue to go to somewhere else that's outside of the city. So then I go to like sprint towards the castle and hopefully do the thing in the castle as well before heading out.